was just coming into work today and I was looking around and do you know, you just think spring is definitely here, it's lovely, the sun's coming out, you just feel better with it. And we particularly feel better because we've had a week in the rain.
Quite glad to come home,
we were very glad to come home. But you know, it's that time of the year, daffodils are coming up and you just feel the weather has turned. Great news for us, awful news for this lady who joined us now. Her name is Lorraine Valentine and she certainly is not in love with the sun, because the sun, Lorraine, is your nightmare.
It's my enemy.
Why?
Because I have a condition called erythropoietic protoporphyria, which is where my blood reacts with UV light.
Any UV light?
Blue spectrum, blue part of the light. It reacts and it creates a chemical reaction under the skin.
How bright does it have to get or be?
There's always light out there. It varies, it depends on how much light you've had the past few days, how much light you've had the past few minutes. It depends on what condition
so that's a bad day. We look out that window for you today. That's
I look out and think, that's going to hurt.
And it physically hurts you.
Yeah.
It gives like sunburn. Does it feel like sunburn?
No, because it's underneath the burnings, your blood. Basically, it's all the nerve endings and under the skin that's burning. So whereas with a sunburn, your skin will hurt. This is underneath. So you can't relieve the pain.
So it's like your blood is
boiling.
Yeah.
It's like a Bunsen burner. It's like a chemical reaction.
I have to say, when I read about you, I was expecting somebody very, very pale, you know, that's never been out in the sun, and you're very olive skinned, very kind of look almost like you've been in the sun.
Yeah.
So it's not about your skin then.
No, it's about the blood. It's about the reaction underneath.
Yeah. And is it about the sun or is it about heat?
Light.
Light.
So with sunburn you can't get burnt through a window, but that light coming through there affects me.
And what about our studio lights?
So I can feel that. I can feel that on my face. That's burning.
So you wouldn't be able to stay with that for very long?
No.
Well, we'll make this as quick as we can. It's amazing you can laugh at this because I'm just thinking, how do you escape from this? And I suppose you could have a good day and then it gets to the evening and the effects of it are still with you and that must be awful. But here's where you're very brave and this is where you're very, very unselfish. You've got a family, right? How many children do you have?
4.
And you decided, look, because of me, they don't get to go abroad.
Yeah.
So you bravely decided to have a family holiday.
Yes.
Where?
To Lanzarote in June.
Was this the best idea?
No.
How did you think it was going to work? That
I
you'd maybe stay inside a bit more?
Yeah, and I thought I'd sit in the shade, the bar, everything will be fine, they'll be playing. Sort of forget that there's reflective light, because wherever you go, there's always reflective surfaces and that light's bouncing off. And it was a lovely holiday, but when I came back, I was in hospital for a week because I was
When you say
so
you come
bad.
back, I mean, we came through an airport yesterday and there were delays and things, and travelling's not nice at the best of times.
No.
So what is it like hanging around in the airport, having had the effects of this light and the sun, getting on a cramped airplane, going through customs and security?
Horrible, because you can't take any liquids through security. So whereas I put cold water on myself, which gives relief for about 10 seconds, but you need it because you are burning. It's like a full thickness burn pain, so you can't settle. So I had to go through security, then race to the toilets, leave the kids to get some water on me from the sink. And then when I got on the aeroplane, I was just crying. I was a mess because the nerve endings get so aggravated that even that would feel like you stubbed your toe, the pain sort of courses through you. And you can't wear shoes, you can't, anything touching you just makes you cry.
And I'm assuming there's no cure for this.
No.
It's a very rare condition.
It's very rare.
They can't just give you a complete blood transfusion or something?
No, because it's the production of haemoglobin.
How do you live then?
Yeah, how do you manage that pain?
I just crack on with it and get on with life. You can't do anything else but do that. I put a brave face on and pretend I'm not hurting, really.
You're so happy and you're laughing about this as well. But you've got to be a mum. You've got to hold down a family. You've got to hold down a job as well.
Yeah.
So life must be pretty tough out of 10.
It's hard come this time of year. And I always try and push myself and I'll take the kids out and I think, yes, I can do this, I'm normal, I'll wear short sleeves, and then I'm like, that's really silly. But I don't like to not look different, I don't want to be different. I want to be able to do everything.
If you go out on a lovely day, I suppose what you should be is covered up, hat, long sleeves, but then that does look odd.
I don't want people looking at me. This is my... Well, I don't. I have a scarf and I cover my hands.
Well, you look lovely. You look very elegant.
Oh, thank you.
When you go home at night, light? I mean, you go in, is it a completely darkened room? Television would give you reflected light as well.
Phones.
So how do you live at home?
When I've got reaction, I have darkness. There's nothing you can do because any light on you is then a further burn. So it's like you're burning and then you put your hand over a kettle and that light is feeling like the steam from the kettle.
How many other people are there like you in the
There's
country?
about 10,000 people worldwide.
Oh, right.
That's all. So we've got
So
a
it's very,
Facebook
very
group
rare.
that we run and we speak to people all over the world to try and, because when you're having a reaction it's really hard to explain that level of pain. But if you speak to someone you go, I'm really hurting, those people know, they understand that.
And your children must
They do,
understand
they're brilliant,
now.
they're absolutely fantastic.
Well, you are absolutely brilliant, and
Thank
it's so
you.
brilliant because you may not be able to be in sunshine, but you've got that beautiful sunny smile, which
Oh,
is
thank
absolutely
you.
lovely seeing
Thank
you.
you.
I'm
Thank
sorry,
you.
I hope the lights haven't hurt you
It's
too
fine.
much.
We're going to switch them off
Thank
now
you.
because
Yeah.
we're going to head to the news. Nina Hussain for the latest headlines. See you after this.